It's a quiet Tuesday morning in Ohio. Margaret, 74 years old, sits at her kitchen table. The mail just came. In her hands is a letter she didn't expect, a notice mentioning her future Social Security benefits. Her hands are shaking. She reads the same line 3 times. Benefits payable at trust fund depletion, 81%. 81%? That means a 19% cut. On her $1,800 monthly check, that's almost $350 gone every single month. She picks up the phone to call her son, but she doesn't dial because she doesn't even know what to ask. If you're watching this right now and your stomach just dropped the same way Margaret's did, please take a deep breath and stay with me because what I'm about to tell you is the truth, straight from official government documents, and there are real steps you can take today to protect yourself. I am Jocelyn. I'm a senior policy analyst, and for years now, my job has been to read the fine print in government documents so that you don't have to. And today, I need to walk you through something serious. The Social Security Administration's own chief actuary just confirmed in writing on official letterhead that the trust fund is now projected to run short 6 months earlier than before. And one new law that Congress passed in July of 2025 made it worse. Now, here's my promise to you. In the next few minutes, I will explain exactly what the rule says, what it means for your monthly check, and the 3 steps you must take to protect yourself. But please, stay with me until the end, because there is one hidden mistake, a mistake I see seniors make every single week, that could cost you thousands of dollars in benefits you've already earned. I'll tell you exactly what it is before this video ends. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert is 67 years old. He retired 3 years ago from a steady job as a warehouse manager in Pennsylvania. He worked for 42 years, paid into Social Security every single paycheck, did everything right. When Robert started hearing the news about the trust fund running out, he panicked. He read on a forum that the system was going bankrupt. He read another headline that said, Social Security will be gone by 2033. So Robert made a decision. Out of fear, he called his financial advisor and said, I want to pull money out of my IRA now, before they take it. He withdrew $40,000 in one lump sum. What Robert didn't realize is that this single move did 3 things to him. Number 1, it pushed his combined income above the $34,000 IRS threshold, which meant suddenly 85% of his Social Security benefits became taxable. Number 2, that big spike in his income triggered something called ERMI, which raised his Medicare Part B premium for the entire next year. Number 3, and this is the painful part, Social Security wasn't actually going bankrupt. The system was never going to shut off. Robert sold himself out of a safe retirement based on a misunderstanding. Robert lost over $11,000 in extra taxes and higher Medicare costs because he believed a rumor instead of reading the actual rule. I don't want that to happen to you. So let's look at what the rule actually says. On June 18th, 2025, the Social Security Board of Trustees released their annual report, and the numbers in that report are what every retiree in America needs to understand. Here is the official finding. The Combined Social Security Trust Fund, what the government calls OASDI, is now projected to be depleted in the year 2034. Wow. That is 1 full year earlier than what they told us in 2024. And the retirement-only fund, the OASI Trust Fund, the one that pays your monthly retirement check, is projected to run short even sooner. Now, I want to be very, very clear with you about what this means, because there is so much fear and so much misinformation out there. Social Security is not going to disappear. It is not going bankrupt. Here's why. Every paycheck in America has FICA taxes taken out of it. 6.2% from the worker, 6.2% from the employer. That money flows directly into the trust fund. And by law, those taxes must be used to pay benefits. Congress cannot divert that money. So even if the reserve fund hits 0, the payroll taxes keep coming in. The trustees say those incoming taxes would still be enough to pay 81% of scheduled benefits for the combined fund and a 77% for the retirement fund. That means if Congress does nothing, and I mean literally nothing, your benefit could automatically be reduced by about 19 to 23%. Not 0, not gone, but cut. And for the average retiree receiving $2,071 a month in 2026, that cut would mean losing somewhere between $393 and $476 every single month. About $5,700 a year is gone. Now here's where it gets worse, and this is the part the news barely covered. On July 4th, 2025, Congress passed a law called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. You may have heard about it. It gave seniors age 65 and older a new $6,000 bonus tax deduction. That sounds wonderful, right? And for some seniors, it genuinely helps with their tax bill. But here is what nobody is telling you. That deduction reduces the amount of tax revenue flowing into NAUSAS, the Social Security Trust Fund. Because part of how the trust fund gets its money is from the federal income tax that retirees pay on their Social Security benefits. On August 5th, 2025, the Social Security Chief Actuary sent a formal letter to Congress with the official numbers, and those numbers are alarming. The new senior deduction will pull $168.6 billion out of the Social Security trust funds over the next 10 years, and it moves the retirement fund's depletion date from the first quarter of 2033 to the fourth quarter of 2032. That is 6 months sooner, 6 months closer to the cut. So Congress gave seniors a tax break with one hand and quietly accelerated the trust fund shortfall with the other. Now, I want you to also understand something important. Many lower-income seniors who already pay no tax on their Social Security benefits will get $0 from this new deduction. They get the harm without the help. And one more thing. There's a misconception I hear constantly. People say, I'll just claim early at 62 to lock in my benefit before the cut. That is not true. The trust fund cut, if it happens, applies to everyone on the rolls at the time of depletion, no matter when you originally filed. Claiming early does not protect you. It just locks in a smaller starting benefit for life. And we haven't even talked about Medicare yet. The Part B premium is jumping to $290 a month in January 2026, a 9.7% increase that comes straight out of your Social Security check. And the Medicare Hospital Insurance Fund is also projected to run short in 2033. So this is a double squeeze, lower benefits coming in, higher Medicare costs going out at the exact same time. That's why what you do in the next 12 to 18 months matters more than at any point in the last 40 years of the program's history. So what do? Here are the 3 exact steps I want you to take. Write them down. Pause this video if you need to. Step 1. Verify your earnings record at ssa.gov My Account this week. Go to ss.gov My Account. Create your free My Social Security account if you don't already have one. Log in and carefully check every single year of your earnings history. Why is this so urgent? Because if there are any missing or incorrect years on your record, and this happens more often than you'd believe, those errors lower your benefit. And the closer we get to the depletion date, the harder these errors become to fix. If you can't access the website, you can request your statement using Form SSA 7004 by mail. I'll put the link in the description. Step 2. Do not panic withdraw from your retirement accounts. Please do not be Robert. Do not pull money out of your IRA or your 401k just because of a scary headline. Big lump sum withdrawals can push your income above the IRS thresholds at $25,000 for individuals or $32,000 for couples, and that makes more of your Social Security benefits taxable. It can also raise your Medicare premium through IRMAA. Before you make any large move, talk to a tax professional. The system is not shutting off in 2033, and a calm decision today is worth thousands of dollars tomorrow. Step 3. Make your voice heard and document everything. Keep paper copies of every Social Security letter, every Medicare notice, every benefit statement. Store them in a folder. If a future benefit decision is ever wrong, you have 60 days to file an appeal using Form SSA 561 U2S and contact your members of Congress. AARP has a petition system that has already gathered over 2 million messages. Whether Congress acts in time depends on whether they hear from you. And now, the hidden mistake I promised you at the beginning. The biggest mistake I see seniors make is this. They assume that because they paid in their whole life, the system will automatically take care of them. They never log in. They never check their statement. They never review their earnings record. And then, when something goes wrong, a missing year of work, a wrong birth date, a name spelling error from 1978, they discover it the month their first benefit check is supposed to arrive. By then, the fix can take 6 to 12 months, sometimes longer. Don't wait. Check your record this week. It takes 15 minutes. It could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Listen to me carefully now. The rules are changing fast. The 2025 Trustees Report moved the depletion date forward by a year. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act moved it forward another 6 months. Medicare premiums are climbing, and new policy decisions are being made in Washington every single week. YouTube notifications are not enough. The algorithm decides what you see, and by the time a video reaches you, the rule may have already changed. That's why I want you to click the link in the description right now and join the BOW's Global Senior Alerts official WhatsApp channel. It's completely free. When you join, you'll instantly get our Shistai Senior Benefits Protection Guide, a free PDF download that lists every form, every deadline, every threshold, and every official phone number you need to protect your Social Security, Medicare, pension, banking, and travel rights. You'll also get real-time alerts the moment a new rule is announced. Social Security changes, Medicare updates, banking restrictions, insurance policy shifts, and airport rules for seniors, straight to your phone, before the news even covers it. Because here's the truth. Margaret, the woman I told you about at the beginning, the one sitting at her kitchen table, she is not alone. There are over 70 million Americans receiving Social Security right now, and every one of them deserves to understand exactly what's happening to the program they paid into their entire working lives. You worked hard. You earned these benefits. You deserve the truth and the tools to protect them. Click the link below. Join the channel, download the guide, and share this video with one other senior in your life who needs to hear this. I am Jocelyn. Stay informed, stay protected, and I'll see you in the next one.